Nobody in the arena needed the score to understand what was happening. From the first possessions, from LeBron James's first glance, it didn't seem like just another regular season game. It seemed like a message, a reminder, a warning. On a night filled with elite scorers, rising stars, and constant twists and turns, the most experienced player on the court resurrected the past and activated classic mode. And, once that happened, the result slowly and suddenly became inevitable. This matchup had all the ingredients for chaos. The league's top scorers sharing the same court. Speed versus strength. Youth versus experience. Luka Doncic orchestrating with surgical precision. Tyrese Maxey exploding in open spaces. Supporting players taking center stage in decisive moments. But behind it all, hovering silently, was the same question the NBA has been asking for over 2 decades. What happens when LeBron James decides the game belongs to him? The initial rhythm was one of movement and disorientation. Luka immediately sprang into action using screens, patience, and gravity to destabilize the defense. He didn't force anything. He calculated everything. He drew 2 defenders here, made a pass there, transformed routine possessions into high-efficiency opportunities. Tyrese Maxey fed off this rhythm as if he were on an open road, drives down the baseline, jump 3-pointers, finishes at odd angles that shouldn't work, but somehow always did. Every time the Lakers adjusted, Maxey responded, and each sequence seemed like it could definitively change the course of the game, until it didn't anymore. Because every time the moment called for control, LeBron James silently took it over. Initially, the impact was subtle, reading transitions, defensive positioning, shifting defenders enough to create space for others. Austin Reeves benefited. Rui Hachimura found openings. Even when shots didn't fall easily, the process was unmistakable. The Lakers weren't chasing the score. They were building something. As the first half unfolded, the game turned into a frantic race, which should have favored the younger players. Maxey pressed. Luka dribbled through opponents using his body as a shield, turning contact into an advantage. Philadelphia reacted. The crowd responded. The score tilted in their favor. And yet, the Lakers never broke down, never panicked, because LeBron hadn't yet entered dominance mode, not yet. The second half began with a remarkable change. LeBron entered the court aggressively, not recklessly, but intentionally. Straight-line drives, powerful finishes with contact, defensive stops that turned into instant attacks. What stood out wasn't just the scoring, it was the authority. At nearly 40 years old, he dictated the pace against players a decade younger, anticipating plays before they happened, rotating early, coming in stronger. The Lakers fed off this instantly. Luka continued to respond. His synergy with the center punished late help. His patience under pressure created clear opportunities when nothing seemed possible. But the burden began to mount. Every possession demanded perfection. Every defensive lapse was immediately punished. That's the hidden price of facing teams led by LeBron. Mistakes don't just cost points, they cost the team's momentum too. Midway through the third quarter, the game turned into a chess match, possession by possession. Leadership shifted hands without warning. One moment it was talent and finesse on the perimeter. The next, brute force and inevitability. LeBron attacked opponents' weaknesses without hesitation. When help came, he passed the ball. When it didn't, he finished. Again and again. Then came the moment everyone in the arena felt even before seeing it. The Lakers needed to build a lead. Philadelphia needed one last push. And LeBron decided the debate single-handedly. A finish in transition, an impeccable defensive performance. A mid-range shot that silenced the arena for a split second before the reaction. 2 consecutive possessions where he demanded the ball, analyzed the defense, and delivered with absolute certainty. No rush, no doubts. This wasn't athletic dominance. This was mastery. Maxey tried to react, speeding up the pace, attacking the spaces, refusing to retreat. Luka looked for openings in the defense, creating plays, competing, but the margins disappeared. The Lakers no longer reacted, they imposed the game. Each rotation more precise, each pass cleaner, each deliberate decision. In the decisive moments, LeBron closed the door like legends do, drawing defenders, creating space. Like the rest of the league, as long as LeBron James can still exert that level of dominance, that form of control, the potential remains greater than anyone feels comfortable admitting. And that's the real headline. Because it wasn't about nostalgia. It wasn't a cameo for highlights. It was bargaining power. It was leadership. It was proof that when the game slows down, when the pressure mounts, and when the stars clash, the Lakers still have the ultimate advantage. And now the question isn't what LeBron did tonight. It's what this performance just revealed, and whether anyone is prepared for what comes next.